Training Evaluation Outline Report Status approved February 7, 2017, effective date October 8, 2020. Task number 55 CTR 0006. Task title: Advise employment of theater rail capability distribution restriction. Approved for public relations distribution. Unlimited destruction. Notice none. Foreign disclosure training product has been reviewed with the training developers coordinated with the Fort Lee CASCOM. Foreign disclosure officer with the training product can be used to instruct international and military students from all approved countries without restrictions. Reference ID ATP 414 Expeditionary Rail Center Operations. Required yes. Primary yes. Conditions: Higher headquarters has tasked on the unit to provide advice for the employment of the theater capability units. Initial additional plans preparation with advising complete. The task will be performed under all environmental conditions. Higher HQ analysis of the area operations available to coalition partners, non-combatants, and media present with the areas of operation. Host nation contract support may be used. Some iterations of the task should be performed on MOP4 standard ERC. Advice of employment theory rail capabilities, including rail operations, single maintenance with equipment and maintenance, rail supply issues according to the higher headquarters direction of the TSOP. Executive office summary is complete with detailing with the rail capabilities forward. Higher headquarters note: leaders of the find are those soldiers who are in senior officer, warrant officers, NCO positions designated with by paragraph and line number of the unit table, organization, equipment. Leaders may also be any person assigned to the unit designated as the leader by the commander. Live fire no. Objective task evaluation criteria matrix. Prepare plan operational environment BDE and above. Training environment LVC. Execute. Leaders represent. Training required. Present at. Training required. Extreme evaluation. External evaluation. Performance measures. Critical performance measures. Leader performance measures and assesses. Evaluators operate task priority rating and commander's assessment. Dynamic and complex operating equipment. Variables. Hybrid threat. Night operation. Dynamics complex operation equipment variables and signal threat. Night and day. Dynamic complex and greater than less than all operating equipment variables. Signal threat. Remarks: the following definition should be used with the single static aspect of the operational variables PMES2 PT need to stimulate mission variables met C fixed throughout the unit execution of the task. Dynamic operational variable threats with TTPS is assigned counter task exchange to represent execution of Blue 4 task. Complex requirements: minimum 4, terrain, time, military threat, and social population. More operational variable brigade and higher units require all 8 operational variables to be replicated in varying degrees based on the task being portrayed. Single threat: regular and irregular, criminal or terrorist. Hybrid threat: diverse dynamic combination, regular forces, irregular forces, terrorist forces, and or criminal elements unified and achieve the mutual benefit of official acts. To obtain the T or T minus task must be conducted with dynamic complex environmental with 4+ operating equipment variables. Hybrid threat at 75% of the more. Leader present greater than 80%. Soldiers present receive go on 80% or more performance measures. All of the critical performance measures and at least 80% of the go on leader performance measures must be conducted during external evaluation. Task steps measure were developed to plan, prepare, execute, and assess, construct, reinforce operations processes implied throughout the training and evaluation of T and E and O. Notice: training begins execution, pre-combat check, inspection, training, end of the designated training. Objective of the particular training events exercise with performed to the Army. United States unit leadership should conduct an after-action report. Safety risk low. Task statements. Q. Higher HQ task unit provided active employment theater rail capabilities. Danger. Notice should alert user possibility immediate death, permanent injury, although damage to equipment may occur with a major concern probability of death or permanent injury if warning is ignored. Warning. Notice should all alert users to possibility immediate personal injury or damage to equipment. Caution. Notice should all alert users to possibility of personal injury and damage to equipment that may result from long-term failure to follow the correct procedures. Alright, performance stops and measures, note assets, task, proficiency used for the task evaluation criteria matrix. Asterisks indicated in leader steps plus signs indicate critical steps. Step measures, go, non-go, not applicable. The ERC staff supervisor rail transportation operation. A, to develop training operating rail equipment maintenance away with a policy with IAW inside and mission appropriate publications. B, monitor rail operations, ensure compliance directive. The appropriate publication directive is required destruction equipment to coordinate train movement and the movement to control adjacent rail divisions, higher headquarters, staff, host nation. Recommend training movement over the division area of the operation, monitoring operational status of the rail line, motive power, and rolling stock, establish priorities of rail equipment and maintenance of the way, repairs, brief the higher headquarters of rail operation, ERC staff. 2. The ERC staff directs rail signal maintenance activities, coordinate if necessary, track clearance, observe maintenance inspection rail signals, identify rail signal maintenance priorities, coordinate with the higher headquarters due to the control of the exchange of the rail signal parts, resolve maintenance problems that can not be repaired by ERC personnel, coordinate with battle damage assessment and repair, brief headquarters on the staff of the rail signal maintenance activity. ERC's 3 ESC our ERC staff supervise rail equipment maintenance operation, develop procedure, safety, efficiency, railway equipment maintenance operation development, recommended equipment inspection maintenance priority list of the higher headquarters staff element, identify rail equipment inspection maintenance priorities, identify contact team, rec train requirements, monitor rec train railway equipment maintenance as required, inspect rail equipment and maintenance operation, ensure maintenance procedures are followed by the IAWTSOP, rail equipment and maintenance of the standard operating procedures, appropriate publications, inspect operation facilities for compliance with safety rules and regulations, provide railway maintenance status reports for the higher headquarters IAW units, training standards of practice, coordinate higher headquarters, identify rail supply priority, develop rail supply storage plans, direct locations, certain surveys, inventories, calculate assess on hands, inspect supply status, determine the due quantities and total assets, brief higher headquarters on rail equipment and maintenance operation. 4 ERC staff inform higher headquarters on rail administration, monitor rail support while transaction, ensure compliance, establish supply procedures, coordinate with higher headquarters, local purchase, contract rail supplies, coordinate local supply of delivery designated locations. Task performance summary block training iteration 1, 2, 3, and 4 day and night. Day training per iteration, day or nighttime training, total leaders authorized, percentage leaders present, total soldiers authorized, total percent soldiers present, total number of performance, percentage of performance measures go, total number of critical performance measures, percentage of critical performance measures go, live fire, total number of critical performance measure, critical performance, percentage critical performance measure go, total number of performance measures, percentage leader more performance measures go, MOP level evaluated rating per unit, iteration T minus P minus and U. Mission supported none, MOP 4, sometimes MOP 4 statements none, NVG, never, NVG statement none, prerequisite collective task none, supporting collective tasks, 55 CTR 002, performing rail motive power rolling stock capability assessment, 55 CTR 004, coordinate use of host nation, coordinate rail assets, 55 CTR 0005, coordinate rail bridge safety assessments, 55 CTR 0007, provide rail network capability infrastructure assessment, and those proponents are 55 transportation collective, and they haven't improved. The OP4 task, none, support individual task, identify rail capability supporting documents for defensive operation, identify host rail infrastructure resources, analyze civil military interagency support rail operation, validate locomotive inspection, validate track structure right of way, validate observation locomotive operators, evaluate related rail reports, identify rail requirements of joint interagency, intergovernmental, multinational environment, identify host nation rail infrastructure resources recommended to rail operation procedure, recommended corrective action, accident incidents, delays, supporting drills, none, supported AUTL and UJTL tasks, provide transportation support, ART 412, CADSS not specified, equipment not equipment specified, materials not materials specified, environmental protection, It is not just the law, but the right thing to do. But the continual process started with a deliberate plan. Always be alert to ways to protect the environment during training and mission. In doing so, contribute to the sustainment of our training resource for the protecting people, environmental harmful effects. Refer to the Environmental Consideration Manual current of the GTA Environmental Related Risk Assessment Card. Environmental protection is not just the law, but the right thing to do. Continual process starts with deliberate planning. Always be alert with ways to protect the environment during training and mission. In doing so, you will contribute to sustaining your training resources while protecting people and environment from harmful effects. Refer to Field Manual 334-5 Environmental Consideration GTA 0508-002 Environmental Related Risk Assessment. Safety. In training, environmental leaders must perform risk assessment in accordance with the current risk management doctrine. Leaders complete the current deliberate risk assessment worksheet in accordance with the TRADOC safety officer during the planning and completion of each of the tasks, subtasks by assessing mission, enemy terrain, weather troops that are portable, available at the time, as available civil consideration during MOP training. Note, during MOP training, leaders must ensure personnel they are reminded with the potential heat injuries. Local policies, procedures must be followed during times increased heat category in order to avoid heat-related injuries. Consider MOP work rest cycles and water replacement guides on the AIW current CBRN doctrine. See ATP 519. Okay, that was Training Evaluation Outline Report, Task Title Advise Employment of the Theater Rail Capabilities.